Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. Volca's game-changing yet toy-ish electronic musical instrument turned meme and, together with Roland's Boutiques, my very own Bad Gear Pokémons. Today we are going to talk about the drum, the third Volca dedicated to, well, drums. While the other two specialists are mostly analog, the 2019 drum is very digital and reminiscent of one of my favorite members of a more upscale family of Korg collectibles. Don't mess this up, Korg. At the first glance, it's a Volca. Iconic scaled down design, illuminated tiny knobs and a 16-step sequencer. The product range has come a long way since the original Trio. It's the first version that comes with a real display, which is crisp and stylish, and a specialized FX section that looks like the control panel of a steampunk device for satanic rituals. If you are, like me, a fan of the OG Electribes, the synth engine of the drum will feel familiar, just like the ER-1. The main shtick of the Volca is supercharged modulation of basic waveforms, sines, saws, and filtered noise will be put through the pitch modulation ringer controlled by a simple envelope, another LFO-style sine wave, or random. 3 different envelope curves shape the amplitude evolution of the sounds: linear and exponential attack decay, and a multi-peak envelope ideal for clap-like sounds. This results in a large number of routing possibilities, which are controlled by one single knob. Certainly not ideal, especially in a live situation. Your sounds can be shaped even further by adding bit reduction, wave folding, and overdrive. Most traditional drum sounds are created by one thing hitting another thing, and the Volca tries to emulate this behavior by offering 2 layers of the aforementioned synth engine per voice: snare crack and tone of the shell, initial click and long boom of a bass drum. No problem. The unit offers a polyphony of 6 and you can organize choke groups. One might expect some kind of delay FX, but the drum goes one step further with its physical modeling Waveguide section. The tube and string model allow for sick resonances, reverb like FX, and weird delays. Nicely implemented as a send FX, individual panning for each sound and pitch quantization can be activated with a bit of menu diving. Korg really upped the game on the sequencer and patch memory. Sure, it's only 16 patterns in total, but the lack of velocity is mitigated with a per voice accent track. Slice can be used for ratchet-like note repeats. You can chain patterns, swing is groovy, and patterns and kits can be saved independently. That's a nice improvement, but those of you who are used to the Volca workflow will most probably mess up beats by not saving the kit. At least I did. The randomizer leads to surprisingly useful sounds. Motion recording is a Korg classic. And got a serious makeover with the addition of Elektron-style parameter locks. Very, very nice. Per part active step can be used for complex polyrhythms, You can play fills with a step jump functionality, and MIDI implementation finally reached drinking age. I wasn't able to figure out a way to play sounds chromatically via MIDI. That's a lot of drum machine in a small box, and this is where the potential deal breakers show their ugly heads. As is of course tradition, the drum doesn't have a MIDI out or USB connection, so there is no way to back up your creations. Given the depth of the engine and huge impact small parameter changes can have, I wouldn't want to reprogram a brand new unit 5 minutes before a live show. Everything else is classic Volca, as is the price of around 150 Earthbucks. The drum is a digital drum factory filled to the brim with interesting features both old and new. Does it even make sense to put all this into a tiny Volca with its fiddly UI? You have already heard the drum in today's intro tune. There is also a Volca-only version based on parameter locks and pattern chaining. I wanna know if the little Volca can be used as an all-in-one techno groove box, just like its red Electribe ancestor. ER-1 is indeed strong with this one. Just like with the original, the tweaking process can be unpredictable at times, but additional features like pitch quantization and parameter locks are real improvement. The sound of the drum is proudly digital. Let's add one of its analog siblings and a Roland VA for the second jam. Combining it with a Volca kick demonstrates one of the weak spots of the drum. Although I like the funky digital percussion, it's hard to make it sound beefy. In spite of the upgraded sequencer, the drum still isn't ideal for creating entire tracks. Time to hook it up to the DAW for some subwoofer friendly ultra digital down-tempo liminal spaces. The Korg Volca Drum is a fascinating instrument. The crude simplicity of first-generation models like the Beats is gone, and I appreciate the long list of next-level features and the respectable palette of modern sounds. Within the Volca ecosystem, the drum seems flawless, which is also its biggest weakness. It's great for bedroom jams and creating samples, but the limited memory slots, fiddly controls and the lack of backup facilities make it unnecessarily hard to integrate the drum in more grown-up setups. Korg,
pretty please, with sugar on top.
Put that synth engine in the long overdue Drumlogue and hurry up. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and leave a comment what other kind of gear you would like to see and hear on the show.